the sunset. The day is ending.
We're gonna move back onto the main quest now. So we'll pick up this order from the musician. So the unusual tar currents. I imagine this will be some sort of boss fight. Right, so let's just double check our equipment. We've got an assault rifle. That's only level 1. So we've got 2 assault rifles. We've got our new level 2 shotgun, which comes with a grenade launcher. We've got a high voltage rod, a bowler gun, a maser gun, and we've got that pistol grenade launcher. We've got smoke grenades, normal grenades, and some EX grenades, and an MP grenade. We've not used this yet. Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff. Generally well equipped to deal with either BTs or human enemies. We've got a little bit of extra memory. The aid request stuff I'm not too bothered about. A strand contract, is that similar to in the first game where preppers didn't want to enter a full contract? I don't know. Okay, this cargo binding will be useful, but we need to save up for that. Water filtration's not massively important. The timefall generator is definitely an interesting one. I like the stealth stuff. Yeah, aim assistance is good. Yeah, this emergency vehicle charger will probably come in clutch. Oh, a swift mule post box hacking. That's just such a time waster when you have to sit around waiting for that. Yeah, let's do that. So I think we've got our new skeleton as well. So we were warned by Tarman to expect a fight. So maybe not a great idea taking the trike. Whatever. Bit dangerous boosting down this hill, but we can we can see the route we take. It's forming nicely. No need to pick up any lost cargo. Get a cheeky charge. If it's tar currents, it's got to be a BT, hasn't it? Let's be honest. Special alloys. Yeah, look at all the crypto biotes. Yeah, there's like a monorail. Oh yeah. I want to build a train network. Take the bridge, thank you very much.
We're nearly at our destination. See anything suspicious? Drawbridge credentials verified.
Yeah, a load of tar.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
I'm going to park up here, actually. I like parking in designated spaces. Some part of my brain in a game where, you know, you're doing what you're
Sam,
supposed
that
to do.
vehicle appears to be locked up tight. You won't be able to take it for a drive.
I know. All right. Can hear our new. Oh, these goons. Someone with a BT pod or something. Blonde hair?
Well, now, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Really?
Been a long time, Sam. Fuck, how you still alive? Oh, no, I'm just a ghost. Come to take my revenge on you and that bitch Fragile. All the way from the other side. Of course, there's no point in trying to kill you when you won't stay dead. But there are plenty of other ways to make you suffer. Huh? The kid kicked the bucket, huh? Shame. Goddamn shame.
Mask keeps changing
Now, what,
expression.
Lugging that coffin or pod? Going on a walkabout? Well, that's touching. Even if you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
What are you saying?
Huh? Maybe I can't kill you, you won't die, but you can lose everything you love. And torture yourself for the rest of time, knowing that death will never come for you. So you go on your little walkabout. Go wherever you want, but I will be damned if I let you link up this condo. Not because extinction's my creed, though, no. I want to build a world where fear and violence are king. And who do you think will come out on top, Sam? You? With your hippy-dippy network? Or me? With my more rough and tumble methods? I can't wait to find out. Just a good old-fashioned boss fight.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
Cruelty or collaboration? The eternal choice. Let's put him to the test.
Now that's a man. God, is this Horizon? I want me shotgun, thanks very much. Is that doing anything? Oh! I think this is taken from the grenade pouch, isn't it?
cart.
Oh, I can't dodge properly. What am I doing?
What a hit! Cliche, but that one's gotta hurt.
I'm doing so little damage. Oh man. Okay, I'm doing damage. I'm too far away now. Oh! Right, do I need to shoot the red spots? Yeah. That's what they meant by a mech. Jesus Christ, how has he built this kind of technology? I think it's got weak spots, so... Oh!
Are you okay, Sam?
Now we've got some spare ammo at least. Okay, it's about half health now. No! Hit the weak spot.
Nice one. That
Nice.
one seems to have done some damage.
Oh, damn it, man, I'm out of ammo. Right, let's get the grenade pistol thing. No! Oh, I'm on the edge of the
Are you
map.
injured, Sam?
Where are all my crypto bios? Oh, I've got no spare blood bags either. Oh, come on! I need some actual ammo. Damn it. Oh!
Sam, can you hear me? Wake up!
Oh, no way. Was I supposed to die? Oh, bollocks. You can actually lose this one. I've created a void out. Maybe not. No void out? Oh, a shotgun? Oh, I'll take it.
Well done, Sam. That last attack of yours seems to have left a mark.
Yes, shotgun. Right, it's got one arm left, I think. Or leg.
Nice one! That one seems to have done some damage.
Oh! Got some spare ammo, seemingly. We need to get round behind it. Oh, come on, I loaded an entire clip into that vent. A giant mech. What on earth?
That was amazing, Sam. Great work. Now let's get this place on the Chiral network.
Did I create a void out? Has Lou turned into a BT? Look, there's a tentacle. Yeah, God. Look, it's saying Lou has turned into a tentacle level of happiness. That's mad. Yeah, at least the trike isn't damaged. That's so bizarre. Where's he got a mech from? Oof.
Okay.
So we're not going to get any chiral crystals for that, are we? Right, Lewis turned into an octopus.
That's okay. It's alright.
Don't know what this is supposed to represent. Right, let's just go and pick up some blood bags to recover some basic equipment. Shotgun was awesome though. There wasn't any point in using smoke grenades. I suppose I could have used the X grenades. Grenade pistol. Right, Illusory Lou is okay now, seemingly. Right, that should have put them in the utility pouch thing. Yep. And right, we've still got our level 2 shotgun. We don't want to get rid of that. We'll recycle for level 1. So we'll keep this on the tool rack. It's the most versatile. Right, so Higgs is back, but he looked like his organs were encased in glass. Right, you could sort of see some intestines in there.
No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Right.
Your name is Sam, isn't it? We owe you one. What in the hell was that thing anyway? It looked like a machine, but none I've ever seen before. Right. We need to assess the situation.
It's the Pharaoh plague. Let's
That
see.
really wasn't an easy fight. I feel for you, Sam.
Thanks. I guess I wasn't shooting those weak points.
I hope we can continue to rely on you in the future. This moment's been a long time coming. Please use your Cupid to connect us.
Yeah, the thing is with those boss fights, it's like the dodging just feels awful, doesn't it? So like, the shooting and stuff and feels fine, but dodging the attacks just feels a bit slow, a bit weird. I definitely need more guns. But I suppose the rifles we've got are low quality ones, whereas the shotgun's level 2 now. Right, West Fortnott, Olivia Westbury, another person wearing a hat indoors. These people like live underground and never go outside, and she's wearing a sun hat. Hey, the floating carrier. Floating tractor cart that can be loaded with cargo and attached to the waist, and attached to one other carrier. Consumes cryo crystals while in use. Floating carriers can be used as a mode of transport and can carry up to 300 kilograms. Right, 20 more memory. Wow, master transporter.
Great. No issues establishing a chiral network connection. By the way, we've sent some folks out to recover the wreckage of that giant mech that attacked us earlier. Only prudent we study it, you know? If we learn anything of value, we'll be sure to relay it to Drawbridge right away. Thanks again for coming to our rescue.
Sam, this is the President. Due to your tireless efforts, West Fortnott is now part of the chiral network. A great achievement. I salute you. However, this expansion has done little to address the anomalous activity observed across the continent. Elsewhere, disruptions in the tar currents are growing ever more prevalent. Only by connecting all of Australia can we hope to resolve this situation.
Right.
And by doing so, we will create the optimal conditions for a new Plategate to manifest as well. We are one step closer to making the chiral verse a reality, and ensuring humanity overcomes extinction. The road ahead is still fraught with peril, but I have the utmost faith in your capabilities. For now, though, please take a well-deserved break aboard the DHV Magellan.
Order completed. Well done.
Yeah, I mean, this change to this more heavily tech version of the world, I don't know what to make of it, because, I mean, yeah, it's just a little jarring, not jarring, it's just a little yeah, transhumanism definitely feels like a big idea here.
Was it really Higgs? He's alive.
He called himself a ghost, but
He found a way back from the beach just so he could kill us.
it was definitely his voice I heard. I didn't get a good look at his face, but yeah. He said he came back to get revenge on you and me. Screwing with our plans to link up Australia was just another way to do that.
They were all in red. Just like the ones at your place. That could have been him too.
You think that was Higgs? Did you see him hurt Lou?
I'm not sure.
Fragile, I need you to remember.
I only caught a glimpse. But they were all wearing red. This is all my fault. I had him at my mercy on Amelie's beach.
Yeah.
If I'd only finished him off.
I thought you said he shot
none of
himself.
this would have happened.
What?
You know, something's been bugging me.
Yes.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. It hit me after. He's absolutely right. I mean, the kid's whole life is a total mystery to me. So I gotta ask. Can you look into Lou's past? Find out what you can? Charlie, you, the ship's crew, you all have connections within the UCA, right? And at least one of you has to have access to the UCA archives that were recovered by the chiral network.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
Man, like there's some. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake.
Really, Sam? There's such a thing as too tight. Oh.
That must have been quite the nightmare. I can't feel my legs.
Lou.
Sam, this is Tarman. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Thanks to all your hard graft, the DHV Magellan can get around a lot more freely now. More specifically, we can travel between any two facilities that are connected to the chiral network by way of the tar currents. Naturally, this includes Mexico as well. If you're curious about how the folks in the places you visited are getting on, you can catch up on any recent developments by accessing the corpus via your ring terminal. And to have the Magellan travel to a given facility, simply open the map with your ring terminal and chart a course to your destination.
Sweet. I like to think I've got a half decent ear for accents. To me, Tarman sounds like he's from the actor sounds like he's from New Zealand. Doesn't sound Australian. It definitely sounds like he's from New Zealand. Sam, I heard you're able to take on standard orders now. We've actually been looking for someone who might be able to help out with a few. We're starting to pile up. If you ever need to come out this way again, it'll be great if you could pitch in. A thief. Look at this. See these weird mouse-like creatures hauling that container? They snuck into my shelter and helped themselves to my stuff. Turns out it wasn't a human that had been stealing from me after all. I don't really know what's going on here, but be careful, alright? Oh, really? The little rat things are stealing stuff? Default equipment. Right, so we can go back here, and there is obviously a prepper we've not found yet. So I would like to go back here purely for to upgrade the machine, the assault rifle and the trike. Hey, the NPC porters. Deliveries are back underway. We haven't been able to make deliveries for a while because of BTs and brigands. Sorry about that. But the porter who came through the plate gate and made it all the way to F1 has brought Australia onto the chiral network, so we're finally able to resume some deliveries. Feel free to send in your orders. It looks like we've showered already, but... Right. Giving orders to the Magellan. Hold X while viewing the map and chart a course for the Magellan. All right. I don't know how if I should be reading these stories so far things. I just don't know how much. Is there going to be extra information in these? Right, I'll read the story so far ones, but I'm not going to read the order details. Because we'll probably have read them anyway. After connecting North America, Sam and Lou leave the UCA. In an attempt to evade the UCA's attention, they decide to live in hiding on the border with the former Mexico, where Sam works as a freelance porter. Having completed an order outside of the chiral network, it's time for Sam and Lou to return home. Yeah, so I'm just wondering whether... So it's obviously Lou at the minute is some sort of illusion, part of Sam's trauma. But the question is, at what point did Lou start becoming an illusion? Was she an illusion from the start of the first game? Was she an illusion at the end of the first game? Or was she an illusion has she never been an illusion until Lou was killed by Higgs's goons? Right? At what point? So obviously we're seeing the memories, those pictures of Fragile holding Lou. But because this is like Sam is projecting this, like, if Fragile sends you a picture, is Sam then projecting? Maybe not. Maybe I'm reaching a bit with that theory. Like there, is it part? Because we're seeing all of this from Sam's perspective, so I don't know. Oh God, and Lou's got those like angel wings on her back as well. Yeah. Just what was curious was just I'm obsessed with Deadman saying, "I wonder how much bigger Lou will get." Right. That's what I'm curious about. That sentence to me is like him saying, because Lou is an illusion, how much bigger is she going to get as part of the illusion? Sam and Lou have been living a quiet and reclusive life close to the Mexican border. One day, Fragile pays a visit and asks Sam to connect all of Mexico, including Deadman's research lab, to the chiral network. And we connect C1 and the research lab as well. Sam agreed to connect Mexico to the chiral network on Fragile's request and succeeded in bringing Deadman's research lab online. In the lab, Sam watches a recorded message from Deadman in which he learns that there's a mysterious structure called a plate gate nearby that connects Mexico to Australia somehow. Sam defeats a giant BT that appears and watches the remainder of Deadman's message, which shockingly reveals that there's another BB with the same serial number as Lou, BB-28, that Deadman has actually died and gone to his beach. Homeward bound. Sam watches a recorded message from Deadman in which he learns that there's a... Yeah. What? Sam takes Lou's present that Deadman had prepared and heads home where Fragile and Lou are waiting, but upon returning to his shelter, Sam is met with further tragedy. While he was gone, Fragile and Lou were attacked by a group of unidentified assailants, all clad in red. Fragile risked her life to try and save Lou, but was unable to. A particle form of Lou that Sam sees in his BT pod was basically something resembling a BT. Lou is dead, and Sam's grief plunges him into a state of deep despair. You just don't know whether the use of the name Lou is just because it can reference Sam's original daughter, right? Or it could reference BB-28, right? That's the I feel like that's the deliberate device here. Lou is dead, right? Which Lou are you talking about, right? Lou sees Lou or BV-28 Lou? Right. Sam successfully connects Mexico to the chiral network, only to sink into the depths of despair after learning that Lou's been killed. In order to get Sam back on his feet, Fragile proposes a new mission, to bring the continent of Australia onto the chiral network as well. Sam joins up with the DHV Magellan, Drawbridge's mobile base, and encounters new comrades including Tarman and Dolman. He also meets Drawbridge's patron Charlie, as well as APAC's president, the person behind his current mission, as they make their way to the Australian continent. The president explains Sam's main objective. If all of Australia can be connected to the network, then a new plate gate will appear, as it did in Mexico, connecting to other continents. If Sam's able to connect the entire world, it will serve as the first step in saving humanity from the Death Stranding. In an attempt to overcome the devastating grief he feels following Lou's death, Sam set out on a mission to connect Australia and save humanity from the threat of the Death Stranding. Immediately before arriving at West Fort Knott, a mysterious man in a red mask appeared in front of Sam, taunting him by saying, "You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou." The man then summons a giant mech, which Sam defeats before connecting F1 to the network. Yeah, the mech's puzzling. Right, Corpus. So let's read up on Higgs. We know about him, obviously. I've got to be honest though, guys. I'm not a huge fan of Troy Baker in general. Do you ever have that thing where, if you're a fan of an artist or whatever, an actor, a performer, a director, a musician or whatever, right? And then you hear them, and then you break the barrier where you like hear them in an interview or you hear their opinion on something, and it sort of ruins them a little bit, right? Whereas I think a lot of the time it's best to just see them as the artist. Know them for their art, and not know anything about them as a person. Like I can't remember when I saw it, but. I think Troy Baker was doing some YouTube stuff a while ago, and he filmed himself playing The Last of Us Part 1, which is already a bit weird, right? Like, it's his performance, Usually people are a bit uncomfortable watching themselves perform, like actors or musicians listening to themselves back. And then he was crying at the scenes in the game that he was performing. It was just the most egotistic. It felt so egotistical, crying at his own performance. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And it sort of it tainted him a bit in my head. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's not a good actor, but it just affected my opinion a little bit or a lot. Sam's nemesis, Higgs, is an extremist separatist implacably opposed to Bridges, who attempted to foil their mission to connect North America to the chiral network and establish the UCA. Higgs was once a porter who cooperated with Fragile in a ruse to harness her powers and manipulate her into planting a bomb as part of his terrorist plot. He tortured her, exposing her to timefall and permanently aging her skin, below the neck, obviously. Not only hell-bent on destruction, Higgs harboured an intense and fanatical devotion to Amelie and her transcendental faculties, using her powers to wield extremely high-level Doom's abilities of his own. His relentless pursuit of Sam has been fueled by his jealousy over the attention Amelie showed him. Sam eventually defeated Higgs in battle before Fragile sealed him away on the beach, from where he would be unable to ever return. I don't know, could Higgs be some sort of alter ego of Sam's? Sam's nemesis, right? The fact that he's just appeared now. Because I'm sort of getting obsessed with this whole, how real is a lot of this stuff? Is it all a representation of Sam's trauma? I feel like I'm reaching a lot with that, but just because we heard that gunshot at the end of the first game. What was that? And Higgs's power and it being so connected to Amelie, right? Juxtaposed to Sam's sort of tortured relationship with Amelie. Could he be a representation of Sam had a relationship with Amelie that is weird, but he also probably feels like Amelie wasn't very good to him in a lot of ways, right? Can be a bit distant, a bit just very strange. So he's that could that be manifested as Higgs in some way? I don't know. Yeah, the boss battle stuff, like, you know, because in the first game he was very much like a smoke and mirrors sort of character, right? To distract from Amelie being the real threat. But I thought his powers were deeply connected to Amelie. I didn't think he was as powerful without being granted the power from Amelie, but I guess not. But obviously, him saying he's a ghost, like I was saying in a previous video about transhumanism, right? So we've got Doll Man, we've got someone from the beach inhabiting an object. We've got Fragile's little hands that she said is someone from the beach. So that's possibly another soul spirit occupying an object. And we've got Higgs saying he's a ghost, and it clearly looked like a load of weird organs in glass. So he's obviously not a fully corporeal being. He's maybe he's a mech himself, right? He was obviously in a casket or a sarcophagus or whatever you want to call it, sort of making it clear, making it like as a visually representing him as being dead. He's traversing through the tar, but I suppose we're doing that on the Magellan as well. And I'll have to look back at the video recording, but the statue or the effigy is of a woman. The hair is different to Amelie's, right? Well, it could be Amelie, but it looks a bit different. And he knows something about Lou and saying we don't know anything about Lou. But again, the confusion here is which Lou are they referring to in my mind. There are two Louises. The original Lou and BB-28. Why are you wearing that hat? It does my head in that. An APAC staff member involved with engineering at F1, Olivia Westbury. Olivia is particularly interested in transportation and movement solutions. Right, vehicle's battery knows. The Death Stranding has made it very difficult for people to move around as they once did. Not only has the world's transport infrastructure been largely destroyed, but Timefall, BTs and Void Outs have made it dangerous to even step outside. While attempts are being made to connect people via the chiral network, some resources have to be transported physically from place to place, and there's a limit to how much porters can carry. Olivia therefore pushed forward a plan to refurbish the monorail that once connected West Fort Knott with its surrounding facilities and beyond. Chiral crystals were used to lighten the loads carried on the railway, which was reopened as the Westbury monorail. Oh, I love it! Who brings back... Oh no, wait a minute. I'm trying to think of the monorail song from The Simpsons now. Because I started singing the Stonemason song by accident then. Mono. Right. With APAC support, it was soon brought up to operational speed and is now expected to play a major role in the reconstruction of the Australian continent. Right, and we'll get a component for extending your vehicle's battery. So I just want to go through the Mexican people, So what am I going to get from him? So we'll get a silent handgun, so that's probably very useful. What are we going to get from you? Okay, another rod. I'm not too bothered about that. An upgraded blood grenade. The weather station. Increasing the So the tri-cruiser is the research center. And the artist... Customization. So... more ammo containers from Old Oz. Peter is better battle skeletons, which is definitely useful. A trank pistol from the Lone Commander, definitely should be interested in that. And this is probably just a compact level 2 shotgun. Okay, so that we do get trike upgrades from there, so it's just the defense. I'm not sure how useful that is, but... Right, tech. Oh, the Odra deck, sorry. Brigands. I'm seeing if the mechs would be in here. Plate gate. No, I don't think there's anything else we really need to pay too much attention to. Right, I don't know if we've technically had a shower, but we'll talk to Dollman. Alright, D-Man.
Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam?
No.
You know, I've been thinking about what happened to Lou. Fragile holds herself personally responsible for those tragic events. If Higgs was indeed behind the attack, then I can understand why she feels that way. Why she blames herself for setting everything in motion. But she's resolved not to let any of it show. To bottle it up and put on a brave face. She didn't used to smoke before, did she? I suspect it's a form of self-punishment she's adopted. Vengeance gives rise to a cycle of violence, and Higgs wouldn't have it any other way. But she's committed to helping you complete this journey, together with Lou, to get you back on your feet. And if she believes she has to bury her emotions and play the part of a hard-nosed commander to do that, she will. That's what I think, anyway. I'm sure you can understand her position.
Okay, we actually got some story stuff from him.
That masked man. That was Higgs, wasn't it? I had no idea he commanded such terrible powers. To summon a giant mech single-handedly.
Yeah.
I expect he's behind recent disruptions to the tar currents, too. Well, you don't have to face him alone, Sam. You have me for backup. Sam, is that Horizon Dreamer I spy in your music collection? That's one of Daiichi Miura's best songs.
Okay.
I'd love to hear it again. To listen and remember my family.
Great. You're now part of the product placement, Dollman.
Apropos of nothing, the brigands object to virtually all forms of change. Which begs the question of how they managed to get their hands on that disruptor device, or chiral jammer, doesn't it? Come to think of it, apparently you can create your own custom playlist if you haven't...
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof. They can't see everything, though. No, they've definitely got some blind spots. Meaning, you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed.
Yes.
Sam, I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy.
I'm interested to go to talk to Hartman again. Because he was sort of responsible for a lot of the Death Stranding revelations, at least in the first game. So I'm excited because he's here, right? Apparently.
We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know. We have associates who've already established themselves on the ground. I expect you'll run into them from time to time. I don't really have...
Alright, cool. I will do that. It's just, I don't like all the tutorialization stuff. You're going to turn into an octopus again?
That's it. Everything's okay.
God, this is so tragic doing this. Right, let's drink our tea and see what the next main quest is. Right, should we change up our colours maybe? The red one is quite a nice look. Let's go for red for a bit. Oh man, you can match us. Yeah, red and black. Yeah, you can be red as well, Beebs. No hats, thank you very much. And the backpack, we'll make that red too. Yeah, it's pretty smart. Oh, it's just the same stuff. Right, let's go and see what we're doing next. We're building a monorail. I hope there's no story stuff in the VR training room, but I'd rather just get out into the game. Who is this guy?
If you refuse, there will be severe repercussions.
But what makes you think you have a choice?
A choice? A choice in what?
Sam, it's Charlie.
No.
Another request is ready for you. You'll find it listed as a main order on the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal. So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies, to the point that they don't even have enough to prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Okay, thank you, evil bald mannequin. We just need to get there. It's pretty flat over here, right? Sure, there'll be BTs though. It's very tarry. Contribute special alloys and resins to the terminal to the north. Sweet, alright.
Alright, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with,
Collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
That's not complicated at all, dude. Go there, turn it on, come back. Jesus Christ.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials.
No.
You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated.
True.
These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles.
Alright, I'll take the hint.
If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it.
Alright.
And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard.
Yes, I hate skateboards.
Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Right, let's pick up a PCC. We'll pick up 2 floating carriers. We've got some more blood bags in storage. We've got a shotgun, one assault rifle. We need to recycle this one. Let's pick up another climbing anchor. I think we're alright for everything else, to be honest. Oh, actually, no. Don't really need container repair spray for this kind of delivery.
Floating carriers can be loaded with cargo once deployed in the field.
Yep. We'll change the colours on this because we're going a bit red now. Red and... what? You can't see the Magellan logo. There you go. Yep, looks good. We'll do this one on foot. Alright guys, I'm going to leave that one there. See you, Fragile. Hey guy!
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run. Want to go and say hello? Thanks for the help.
They don't steal cargo or engage in reckless or harmful behaviour. Be nice to them when you encounter them. No, it's okay, mate. Don't worry. In fact... I've got an extra shotgun, haven't I? There you go. No, you take that.
Yo!
Alright, alright. Right, I'm going to leave that one there, guys. We're going to make the trek. Let's just have a little look. In fact, we'll do this at the start of the next video. Right, Higgs is back. Lots of things to consider, but we're still in the dark, really, about a lot of this. And we're going to link up the monorail, which is exciting. Looking forward to that. Right, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. Just remember, everyone, never trust an on crate. I'll see you next time.